YouTube family, welcome back to our channel. This is our space. You are very much welcome. To those of you that are visiting because you haven't subscribed, you are also very much welcome. I just thought I stop by. It's a beautiful weather today. If I'm to show you, it's raining in Windhoek. I'm still in Windhoek. Holidays time. I'm here to take my holiday. But yeah, it's December is. I can't believe December is almost over, and yeah, it seems like the year has just started. A lot has happened, and yeah, we are a few days to Christmas. I love Christmas. It's a tradition from back home. We love Christmas. It's always good when you're with your family. So I'm working on making sure that I am with my family this Christmas. So yeah. In today's episode, I was thinking, what will I discuss? Apparently, episode, whatever, video, whatever you can call it. I want to expose a few details about what I've learned during my first year of marriage. Yes, I am a newlywed. This is my first year in marriage, and yet I've learned so much because I've realized marriage really is just learning. You learn every day, you experience every day, and yeah, the sunrise, you try again, tomorrow you learn again, those kind of things. So I put down 10 points that I've learned during my first year of marriage. Number one, I learned that marriage has no formula. Yes, formula. Let's talk mathematics now. Actually, marriage. You will see at the wedding receptions or church when they give you all this sort of advice that you do this in marriage, do this in marriage. That's just general, but it does not necessarily mean you use all those advices. You get all these advices and then you just see what suits your marriage, because every marriage is unique. Every marriage is different in its own way. You are not marrying the same people. You are not the same people. So marriage has no formula. You cannot be comparing your marriage to another person's marriage. You what you are going through might not be what they are going through. You cannot just see a picture of couples and you already assume to know everything that happened in their home, bedroom, or whatever. No. So actually marriage has no formula. You have to study your person. You have to come up with your own formula. You have to know what your person likes, what they don't like, and then you come up with the formula that will suit the two of you. So let's stop comparing our marriage to everyone else's marriage, because there is no formula in marriage. Every marriage can work based on on the people involved, on what they are about, what they like. Yeah, so we are not the same people. That's number one. Number two, I learned that in marriage, guys, there are no holidays. This one is big, and yeah, there are just no holidays in marriage. Marriage is not a vacation or a weekend where you go and you just decide I want to go back. It's not a holiday. It's work. Marriage is work every day. What do I mean by no holiday? I mean, when you were planning to get married, you were like, when you were doing wedding preparation, it gets so frustrating that you even end up like, I can't wait for this wedding to be over so that I can breathe. Girl, there is no breathing in marriage. Actually, there is just no breathing. You get married, and then the two of you are now starting your lives together. You cannot just take a break. You now start thinking, where are we going to settle? What is next for us? you are just a year in or two, the parents are already, people are already gossiping behind closed doors. Are they not having a child yet? You know, those kind of things. You get a child, you think, at least I can take a break. No, there's no break. Sleepless nights, the child, the expenses are now piling up. You see, they'll even start asking, when is the baptism? You do this, and then tomorrow, when is it? All those kind of things, they just keep coming up. Then tomorrow, are they only going to have one child for the rest of their lives? You see this kind of thing. So there is just no holiday. And I think in generally life, there is just no holiday in life unless you are not serious. In life, there are no holidays, because it's not only about marriage. Life itself, it's work every day. You go to school, you study, and then you are like, I'm done with my degree. Finally, it's not over. You start job hunting. You got a job. Now you are thinking, I need a life partner. You get a life partner. We need to get married or whatever. What is next? I need a house. I got a house. I need a car. You see, all those kind of things. You thought you are done with school, then you realize people are going to their masters. Am I going to keep to have this simple certificate forever? I need to study again. So it's repeating life in general. There are just no holidays. Number 3, I put down that a wife's responsibility is to push. Yeah, I mentioned that, and you are probably wondering, what is she talking about? Yeah, I know the push that you are thinking about, the one in the delivery room. That's not what I'm talking about. Yeah, but it's also part of a wife's responsibility, but that one is not mandatory. So the push that I'm talking about here is that as a wife in marriage, you are sort of a driver for that marriage. You are going to be the one who kind of push your husband to do things. You are responsible for planning in that marriage. Like, you come up with plans like, this is what I want us to achieve, or this is what I want us to do, because mostly men are very good at making money, but sometimes the person will make all these millions or thousands or whatever, depending on their income, but they can even bring it up because there is just no plan on what the two of you want. So as a wife, you are there to push your husband that this is what I want us to do. So if you are there just relaxed, let's say you got married, you are staying with your in-laws, it's your responsibility to ask the husband, where are we going to settle? Let's start something. Let's start working on our home or something. Otherwise, you will just be there, and the husband will assume you are happy living with your mother-in-law for the next 10 years. So your responsibility is to push your husband. And the other push in the delivery room. That's also a wife's responsibility. I got you. The next point that I put up is that when it comes to marriage, it's very important to communicate. So communication is key. This one is self-explanatory. I already spoke about it in the video that in the long distance relationship video. And it's very important for people to communicate. If you are now, because when you are married, you are now one person. You are supposed to do things that both benefit the two of you. So I don't think you can do that without having, if you don't have good communication skills within the two of you, because you cannot just be going out there spending money, the other person does not know about it. So communication is really a key in not only marriage, relationships as well. People should work on their communication tactics. Number 5, I put up that marriage is a contract. Yeah, a lot of people think that a contract, when we refer to marriage as a contract, is insulting, but it's real. It's reality. as much as we try to say not, don't make it about material things. It's a contract, my dear, because if it wasn't so, and you two want to get married, why not just start living together? The reason why you go to church, to courts, all those kind of things, they are asking you in or out of community of property, is because you are going into a marriage contract. It's an agreement with terms and conditions. You cannot just decide, I'm done with this marriage today, and you walk out. You walk out. It's a contract. It has to be. Do I say break? If you are to break the contract, it has to be done procedurally. So, yeah, that one we should also just normalize the fact that going into marriage, you are going into a contract. Whether you love the person or not, it's still a contract. Otherwise, just go with the cultural, marry through the, how do you call it, the traditional way of arranged marriage. If you don't want a contract involved. Another thing that I realized and also learned about marriage is that mistakes are common. Yeah, everyone make mistakes. Yeah, so obviously, if even in marriage, when you go into marriage, you should be prepared for mistakes, for your partner, your husband, your wife to make mistakes. Therefore, if mistakes are common, we should forgive the other person. Forgivable mistakes. It's the person. There was a time I popped up in a video on YouTube. This I know the lady, but I will not mention her because I don't have the permission. She was giving a speech at a friend's wedding, and she said, "You are not marrying an angel. You are marrying someone who is in flesh like you are. Therefore, they are going to make mistakes, and you should forgive them." Which I find it so interesting, because yes, you are not marrying an angel. Whether the person is kind to you, there are days they will make mistakes. So you should be able to weigh which minor mistakes. You cannot just end a marriage because let's say the person forgot to buy you a present on your birthday. Maybe they forgot. You should just forgive them. Mistakes that are forgivable should be forgiven, because you are not marrying an angel. They are likely to make mistakes, and so are you. If you expect the person to forgive you, you should also just normalize forgiving the person. Ladies, I think we are the problem. We make small mistakes become all this big arguing over and over again. I do it too. That's why I'm saying we need to normalize forgiving and just forgetting about whatever happened. Yeah, as for me, I know I have boundaries that these are forgivable mistakes, and yeah, the person who make mistakes, you should just forgive them and move on. Yes, we move on. Another point that I put up here is that I've read this from a lot of people, that first year of marriage is the hardest. This one I can attest to it. First year of marriage is on another level of it's very challenging. It's new. Everything is new. You are learning to live with this person. You are learning to make adjustments to your life, that you are no longer an I, it's a we. It's no longer this thing of my house or my car. It's our. So all these kind of things just make it a bit complicated, because it's the first time. You are used to, like, this is my things, nobody is touching my things. Tomorrow it's our thing. So yeah, I have to say the first year of marriage is the hardest, and a lot of challenges are likely to pop up in your first year of marriage. It's not like they are only popping up in that first year of marriage. They are likely to come throughout your marriage life, but the first year you feel like, what is happening? Because you are only starting. As years goes on, you are used to the challenges of marriage. So that's why I think people say, if you follow YouTube, like couples channels, you will see that most of them, they say the first year was hard. I myself also experienced my worst, because it's for better or worse. We already experienced the worst. What kept us, what made me survive this first year of marriage, me and my husband, is because we are always a team. We thank God that whatever challenges we faced in our first year of marriage was not against each other. It was things that are attacking us, but we team up and we just overcome them. We have been through, I don't know, mostly what the challenges we faced are disasters. It's not from people, it's nature, like accidents. We have been through it, guys. Death, our pregnancy, and like the delivery of our daughter. We were challenged. So life will test you in the first year of marriage. And someone on YouTube once said that if you can handle the first year of marriage, I think you're ready for it. So yeah, I can attest to that. First year of marriage is the hardest, and yeah, I think I've passed my first year of marriage. I look forward to more challenges on the way, and yeah, that's another point. The next point that I put up is that when you are married, friendships and circles will change. This one is obvious. The friends that you had when you were in your youth days, because you are no longer youth, you are no longer part of the youth, whether you look youthful or not, you are married. You are going to be more careful as to which friends you can share some of the things going on in your life. The circles are likely to change, like the friends you used to hang out with. Maybe we used to go clubbing. Obviously, the friends who kind of distance themselves, and mostly people will just say, fake friends, people don't talk to us anymore. We should stop with this whole fake friend thing. There are no fake friends. The person just sometimes realize that you are a married woman or a man, and we cannot do the same things that we used to do. They cannot be calling me at 12 o'clock midnight that let's go to a club. It's respect. It's not always fakeness. Sometimes it's just respect. They just respect the fact that you are in a marriage institution, and it should be respected. So yeah, friendships and circles will change. They are still your friends, but some of the things that you used to do are likely to fade, and it's normal. It's okay. We should, me myself as well as married, I might not be paying more attention to what you are doing, but I'm still your friend. So don't shy away from calling me. If you need me, I'll come running, but you should not expect me to assume what you're going through. If you didn't tell me, chances are I will not notice that you are not okay or you need help. And we should stop with the whole fake friend. People are busy. They are busy with their lives. I have a husband. I have a daughter. I have my siblings. I have God knows what else. Chances are I am not paying attention to what you are up to. So if you need me, you call me and I'll come running. Same applies if you have a party or anything and you want me to attend, ask, maybe I'll come. So yeah, those are just some of the things that are friendships and also circles will change when you're married, and it's normal. Another point that I put up here, because we normally just focus on all the scaly points, but as for me, I like to look at things from a positive angle. So the last point that I put up is that marriage is beautiful. I love marriage. I love being married. Seriously, despite all those things that I mentioned, I still think marriage is a beautiful thing. Marriage is freedom. Marriage is growing. Is learning. Marriage is respect. Marriage is even biblically, it's marriage is should be honored. Marriage is holy. So if you weigh the good and the bad thing about marriage, you realize that marriage is a beautiful thing. I love being married. I don't even care how bad you paint marriage. I just love the whole idea of marriage. Like maybe I don't know. And if you are married, you should really ignore all this anti-marriage gang. There are people out there who are just against marriage. I don't know what got into their minds or what happened. Most of them are not even married yet, and yet they seem to know all about. They seem to be just, I don't know, guys. Like, but the yes, there are divorces here and there, but I still believe that there are successful marriages out there, and we should not associate ourselves with people who are just against marriage, because you find a person is just out there hating on marriage or saying married people and then tomorrow you see they are married themselves, and then now you are wondering if marriage is such a bad thing, why are you getting married? Because me, sometimes I just laugh and say, people pretend a lot, because one will be like, I am not interested in marriage. Sis or bro, just tell us that you haven't found the one, which is okay, your time is coming. You don't need to be just anti-marriage. So I still believe that marriage is beautiful, and it's a good institution to live in. So yeah, on that point, I even notice sometimes the person will be like married, and then tomorrow they see you are getting married. Congratulations. Why are you congratulating me if it's such a bad thing? So we should avoid all these kind of things, negative people and all sort of things. Yeah, with that said, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Also share this video with your friends and comment down below on how is Christmas and what you are up to. So thank you.